Ladies and gentlemen of the media, welcome to the Orlando Pirates press conference ahead of the Carling Cup, that's Carling Flag Cup that's scheduled to take place at FNB Stadium. I'd like to start by welcoming my panel, the head coach of Orlando Pirates, Coach Jose Rivero. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
As well as team captain.
Thank you.
Guys, before we proceed, just we're a little bit pressed for time, so can I ask that we all respect our time today. We are going to have a quick press conference now, followed by 20 minutes of one-on-ones. I'm just asking if we can ensure that everything is done timelessly and we don't drag our feet for this one because we won't have enough time to go around. Coach, like you said, we've got the Carling Flag Cup coming up this weekend. A second bite of the cherry for you. You're coming against the arch rivals, Kaizer Chiefs, in the second semi-final. Can you just take us through the preparations? How are you guys preparing for that match?
Good morning. As good as possible, but in a different circumstances. It's a different type of tournament with different rules, so we need to be aware of that, and well, as usually, with different rules or with no different rules, trying to prepare the game to be the better team on Saturday in the first semi-final. That's the first objective, and yeah, motivated and preparing the next one with all of the illusion and all of the energy again.
And you know, for you, coming from a title-winning performance in the MTN final, how are you guys preparing for the upcoming Carling Flag label and ensuring that you stay focused on the next match?
Yeah, well, first, good morning to everyone. From the players' perspective, you know, we know how important it is to focus and stay zoned in our preparations and making sure that we deliver the best performance and we become competitive regardless of the past results. So yeah, I think we are doing well in that aspect.
Thank you, Thank you, Coach. We'll now open for questions from the floor. As per norm, we've got a roving mic. Please identify yourself as well as the media company you represent prior to asking your question.
Thanks, Coach. How is it a little bit difficult in terms of preparations because the starting lineup has already been done by the fans? How do you work around those dynamics?
As I say before, it's different competition, different rules. We just have to read the rules, learn, and go with it. They're going to choose 11 players in our squad, so it's not going to be a big problem for us. We just try to do the necessary adaptations to be competitive with the start 11 that they're going to choose, but they are selecting players in a high-quality squad, so all of them are going to be prepared to play, and there's going to be chances for everyone during the tournament for sure.
Coach, I'm just looking at your players. You've always said that your celebrations don't last long. Whether you win the cup or a tournament or the league, your celebrations are only 24 to 48 hours, and that's it. This week, you go into yet another big match. I mean, Pirates lost to Kaizer Chiefs last time. How much is the pressure now? Is it more ease on you that you won the cup going into this game? Or is it more now that you are playing the team that has beaten you 3 times in a row going into this one?
No, they beat us 2 weeks ago, no 3 times in a row. You're talking about a different season, maybe.
And the club itself, the 2 clubs before you came through.
Yeah, but no, we obviously we are still so happy and proud about our last achievement together this season, and Obviously, we would like to go always from game to game after a victory. The mood and the motivation, it's always high. We are so conscious that we need to still improving, that it's not everything done, and this weekend we have an opportunity to improve, to play hopefully 2 beautiful games against top teams in a beautiful place again, and we're learning from those games. We would like to play that type of games every week, and so we are facing the week, like I said before, really motivated and really hoping to show a good performance one more time.
Do we have any further questions by show of hands?
Good morning, Coach, Captain. Coach, I know when you, of course, came in the beginning, this tournament wasn't sort of on the calendar, and it seems for many that, of course, it's not the professional competition, but it of course then would serve a certain importance for you. What are you hoping just out of this weekend to get out of your players?
It doesn't matter what all of the opinions or thoughts about the competition itself. In the end of the day, Saturday, 12 o'clock, there's going to be Pirates and Chiefs on the field, 11 against 11 with the full crowd. It's going to be an intense game, a beautiful game to play. That's the most important thing. And from the players' perspective and coaches' perspectives, that's the only thing that it matters. We're going to prepare ourselves as good as possible. We're going to play with the rules that we must play. And like I said, in the end of the game, in the end of the day, is a Pirates Chiefs 12 o'clock semi-final. So it's going to be an intense game anyway.
Thank you. Charles following from SMBC Sport. To the captain, what is the talk in the dressing room? I'm sure losing the derby twice in a row is unthinkable because it's all about the bragging rights, and the fans really want you guys to win this one. How motivated are you to avoid back-to-back defeat in the derby?
Yeah, I mean, from the players' side, the talk will always be the same going into matches. You know, we are positive, we are motivated, excited, you know, to perform and compete to the best of our abilities, regardless of our opponent. You know, whenever we face an opponent in the next match, the talk is always the same. We train as hard as we can, we try to be positive, and we make sure that we compete.
Thanks. In terms of your fitness level, you missed the final last week. Are you available for selection for the Saturday?
Yeah, it's still early to tell. Still early in the week. We will definitely find out more later this week. Thank you.
Okay, it looks like we don't have any further questions. Sorry, look. Yeah.
Can I ask maybe coach and captain Mark Strand of Live, the fact that Chiefs beat you in a competitive derby, and that this might be viewed as a bit more of a friendly derby, does that make it, even if you win, it's kind of going to be hard for you to say it's a proper comeback, or is that not really how you look at it? A derby's derby. Thanks.
Yeah. Which one you want?
Both.
Did they ever play a friendly game, Chiefs and Pirates, during the history? I don't think so. It's a competition. It's not a friendly game, and we're gonna face the game seriously and trying to be competitive. And I can tell you that we don't face any game thinking about what's gonna happen if we lose. We don't think about losing the game. We think about enjoy the day, compete, and do everything in order to win. We're not thinking about what's going to happen if we lose. If we lose, we lose. We don't play the final. We move on.
We'll take the final 3 questions. Oh, you know?
Yeah, no, it's the same views. You know, when you play against Kaizer Chiefs, the match is always competitive. You know, you never go into that match with a relaxed mindset or relaxed mode. Yeah, and you never think about, you know, the outcome before playing the match. So that's where our mindset is at the moment.
Final 3 questions, may take us? Simple. Okay, we'll start with you because you haven't had an opportunity. And we're finishing it off there. Thank you.
Coach, Commissioner Bayram from the Star newspaper. The match against Chiefs will probably give you maybe a last time to see your players before the transfer window opens up for the next season, for the next half of the season rather. Will this also give you time to assess maybe the departments that you need to strengthen and maybe those that you need to if there's some of the players that you might need to release going forward?
I didn't get it. Sorry. My bad, eh?
This is the last match before the transfer window, so this is going to give an opportunity to players.
And we are here just to talk about the next game and not talking about what's going to happen after that game. Sorry.
Thanks again, Coach. We are from News of Africa Sports. Coach Hugo released his squad yesterday. 3 of your players, I think, were called in: the passer, Tim, and Salem. Just your reaction on that, and of course, in terms of what you think would be their biggest contribution to the national side.
Well, obviously, as a part of the group, we are all very happy for the boys. It's I guess it's a honor for them to be there and represent the country. Hopefully, in the future, we can even have more and more players available for the national team. And well, they are well prepared, so I'm sure there's going to be opportunity for them to contribute and show their capacity to perform in that environment as well. Very happy for them, obviously.
So, okay, topics have already been answered. Any takers on the final question? Going once, going twice, and Mr. Maxwell Ramara.
Coach, former coach Hugo Bros said that the current black label, he feels that it's a waste of time. What's your take on that? Because he feels that the competition should have been played at the start of the season, at least 2 weeks before the start of the season, as it also destabilizes his preparations for the upcoming friendlies.
Well, I have nothing to say about his opinion. He's free to say whatever he wants to say about every different scenario. He has the right to do it, and probably he has the reasons to say. We are thinking about our own schedules and our own dynamics. I can understand his point of view, but there's nothing that we can do as a coaches.
Okay, just looking at the time, we've got room for one more question. Are you guys fine, or we can call it? Make it short, please.
Coach, with the FIFA break coming up, will you say this gives you a chance to regroup, or does it really break your coherence?
Help me, Tanji.
The FIFA break is going to give you a chance to
The FIFA break.
with your players, or it's going to break up your momentum.
Yeah, the FIFA break. Okay. No, yeah, definitely it's going to be a good period to, first of all, to rest after, this month was really intense in terms of, big games and stress and finals and semifinals. And so it's going to be good to have a small break to charge again the batteries, forget a bit during a couple of days the football and think about any other things, and then we're going to have time to analyze what we did in the first part of the season, to be critic also with ourselves in order to have the possibility to be better in the second part of the season, and more time to train and implement and correct some other things. So definitely, even though, well, probably we are in a good moment now, but there's no problem to having time to rethink some certain things and start again with more energy.
On that note, we've come to the conclusion of our press conference with the coach and captain. We'll be back shortly with for one-on-ones with Mr. Tapula Toki as well as Miguel Team. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
And, you can excuse us.
Thank you. Thank you.